Hey guys, just out here drowning some worms with my son, and we came across some milkweed, and I just wanted to show you a little trick that I discovered on how to weave a loop into your cordage while you're making. Oh, I'm getting bites here. I think he got away. I'm going to pile up and weave. So I'm just going to strip off some fibers off of one of these pieces here, and then I'll give you a look at what we're going to do. Just a quick tip, I'm just going to go through and clean up the fibers real quick. I'm not going to do a real crazy job just for this demonstration, but if you want to make your own cordage, really take the time and do it right, and you'll have a much higher quality product in the end. Much higher quality finished product. A lot of times we spend a lot of time, those of us who make our cordage, and those of us who don't make our cordage, they just have cordage and we use it, they tie a loop around the end. But what I started doing with my natural cordage that I've been making is I've been weaving a loop while I make the cord. They used to use this method for making bowstrings. They call it the Flemish twist, but I want to show you how to do it. So instead of normally you take your fibers and you twist them till they kink, and then you just start doing a reverse twist. We're still going to do a reverse twist, but we're not going to kink them. I did a really poor job stripping the fibers out, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at this. So what we'll do is we'll take our section, tie a small overhand knot in it, not tight, just enough so we can pull it back out again after. And I'm going to get this knot tied up here, and now I'm going to bring you guys in close and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so as per usual, start twisting in one direction and going back the other, just like a regular reverse twist. And you'll want to go, depending on the size of the loop that you want, you're going to have to if you want to have a loop that's about, how about an inch wide, you're going to want to put a 2-inch space here. So what we'll do is we'll continue on just a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so we've got our piece. Now we'll undo this loop. Okay guys, so I totally screwed up the shot, so I'm going to do it again. So here we go, we've untied the loop at the end here. We've got a little section of braided material that we've just done. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this over, and you want to make sure that your twist of your strands are going to be going in the same direction. So if you were twisting this way and you're crossing back over that way, then you want your piece going on top of the next one to be the same. So you twist the two together after that, and you cross them over. And you do the same thing. And you keep crossing them back over, twist them over nicely, and cross them back over. And you continue back this way. And this way your nice loop and your strands that you've connected to each other will be woven in there. Now, generally what ends up happening is while you're twisting it in and you're connecting your pieces, it will taper down and get smaller and smaller. I had to cut this piece off of a piece of cordage that I had done a while back, and I'll give you a look at that in a second. But there we go, we twist that down until it connects, and there's your loop braided inside. And hopefully you can see that nice. There's your loop braided inside, and it is strong like crazy. It will not break. As you know, milkweed makes really good strong cordage. So there's your loop. So just to recap again, if you're adding your twists, you fold it over, you make sure your twists are going in the same direction, pinch those two, twist them together, and you cross them over, and you continue to do your twist like you would normally. As you see on this one, I've got my loop here. It's nice and strong, slightly bigger than the last one we just showed, but the taper of it is much smaller on this one. You can see it kind of really goes down to the same size cordage all the way down to the bottom, and it's quite quite neat and uniform, and I took the time on this cordage to really to really process the fibers cleanly, and got as much of the green material off of it as I could while keeping as many of the strands. And that's really key to making good cordage, is just taking your time and processing your materials correctly. So there's your loop. If you're planning on making any kind of cordage, really do take the time to really clean up your product first. Clean up your fibers, make sure it's all nice and neat and everything like that. You'll get better cordage out of it. But milkweed and dog's bane and nettles make excellent cordage material. And then you can start going into your barks and stuff strength-wise, from what I've discovered. But you take this, weave in your loop, and you could always use loops for all kinds of things. Back in the day, like I said, they used to make bowstrings out of this, but they would have really, really, really long pieces with no splices in between, and they would loop one side and then go down, loop the other side. Then they just twist all the fibers around, and they called it Flemish twist. But there's your loop, and hope that was clear enough for you guys. Anyway, just a quick cordage tip. There's some Flemish twist and some milkweed. Take care, guys. There we go.
Oh yeah, baby, first one to catch a fish today.
Logan's on the board. It's a little smallmouth bass.